guys, welcome to the Stanley Parable. With me, Wolfy. Wolfy. Believe it or not, I haven't actually played the Stanley Parable. I know it's like a choice game. I have seen a few videos on it, so I'm not completely oblivious. But from what I understand, this game is like best played, not like known about. Cool. Laptop power savings. I don't have any of that. Yeah, let's do it. Let's begin the game. End is never the end, is never the end, is never the end, is never the end. I guess the weather today was okay. Ah!
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Okay.
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427.
Like me.
Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day, every month of every year.
Sounds like a pretty cool job.
Although others might have considered it soul-lifting,
No?
Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy.
I mean, I guess it'd get boring, but...
And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions,
Zombie apocalypse.
call a meeting,
Apocalypse.
or even
Apocalypse.
say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened. This complete isolation. Something was very clearly
Can I move?
wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses,
I
he
can
got up
move.
from his desk and stepped out of his office.
What is it? How do I do things? Press the buttons. I like the music. It's cool. I can't.
All of his co-workers were
Stop
gone.
speaking.
What could it mean? Stanley
Where are you
decided to go
coming
to the
from?
meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed
What?
a memo.
Where was I supposed to go? The meeting room. I'm busy talking to the audience. Man.
No matter
Ah.
how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his
Shut up.
co-workers.
You didn't tell me what to do. Oh, it's such a pretty mountain. I love the mountain. I took that picture once when I went to the mountain and I went to hiking. Why can't I open any goddamn doors? Or answer the telephone? Be my Valentine. Ah, number 422 sweet.
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't
Yeah, I
make a
did.
single difference.
Oh, shut up.
Nor did it advance the story in
It
any
might
way.
do, you don't know. This is called entertaining the audience, so... What do you know about YouTubing, random man in the sky? I hate Mondays. It is Monday.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Did I? What if I don't want to enter the door on my left? What if I want to enter the door on my right? Oh, what should I do? Oh, what could it be? Is there any other doors? No, I'm gonna go right. I disobey you.
This was
Fuck
not
you.
the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly.
I don't know that.
Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to do. Where's the goddamn employee lounge? Actually, no. I don't want to do that. I don't want to admire the employee lounge.
Yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
How do you drink a rum in? You don't tell me what to do, old man.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door
Let
on
me
his
out,
left.
let me out. Ugh. Nope.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't 5 years ago.
Shut up. I can go where I want. I'm really bad at authority. And I kind of got like ADD stuff, so I'm just really bad at doing that. Can I jump off the edge? Commit suicide. Penalty for misuse of cargo lift, $1,000. Penalty for jumping off cargo lift, $5,000. Do not jump off the cargo lift while it is in motion. Okay.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here.
Ah!
I'm
Ah!
not sure. But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and
I didn't mean
his
to.
death.
I was just.
Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
Everyone thinks I'm very pa. What does pa mean? What happened? I'm back here. Where's this?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Okay,
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a
I'm gonna go the other way now. See what happens. I'm not gonna be so disobedient. I'm gonna kill myself.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his
Yes, he
left.
did. Because I'm a good boy. I'm a good boy. The mountains. I love the mountains. 411. 411, yo. I don't know if that means anything, but...
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
How to dissolve a... How to dissolve a co-worker. How do you dissolve your co-workers? Oh, using slides to assure employees that everything is okay. Make sure your slide has a slick blue graphic in the header and throw some bevel on all the text. What's bevel? Everyone is unique. You, most of all. Y'all unique. Y'all unique motherfuckers. Synergize, core values, expenditures, business, business, business. You're in a business. You're in a broom closet. Oh, I can go in here. Oh, I can have a broom.
Stanley stepped into the broom
Ah,
closet,
give me the broom.
but there was
There's a
nothing
broom here.
So he turned
Give me the
around
brooms.
and got
I
back
fucking
on
love
track.
them brooms. Give me the broom. Give me the broom. Give me the cleaning stuff.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Nope. I'm gonna disobey you again. It's this glowing red light. There is an action button, so you can actually, at some point, do things.
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fired for
There's
that.
no one here.
And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk?
Dunno.
All because he believed everyone
There's
had
the
vanished.
mountains.
His boss would think he was
I
crazy.
love the mountains.
And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy.
Maybe.
All of my co-workers blinking
Maybe the
mysteriously
mountains.
out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all. None of it made any logical
1,
sense.
2, B4.
And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he
Good
went?
point.
And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that
Wait.
had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it.
I'm
dreaming! He yelled. This is all a dream. Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float. off the
Oh my
ground.
god.
Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield. And it too appeared. It was so
This
much
is so
fun.
cool.
And Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my
Yeah, I
head
know. I had asked
dictating
myself that.
everything that I'm doing and thinking?
It's
Now
really
the voice was
annoying.
describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange.
Inception.
I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself, believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his
Let me out of here!
Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock.
Seriously, Dan. Come
all,
on.
He knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just
This is
a
my
moment
punishment
ago?
for going
How
the
else
wrong
would
way.
The voice explain all that. This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just...
Shut up.
He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please, it's all I want.
Just let me do the YouTubing.
I want my apartment, and my wife, and my job.
My computer.
All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine. I am okay.
Okay.
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone, wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice?
This is getting freaky.
Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black.
Jesus.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella. Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments, she considered the strange man.
What is
He
this?
was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day. The very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
Oh, fuck you, Marianne. You leave my body in the street. That's deep. Is that it? Is it over? Am I done? I'm back in my office. What?
Even now, Stanley's office was a distant memory. What did it look like? There was a computer, perhaps, and a painting. Was it a painting or a photo? He could no longer
It was
recall.
mountains. This game is so fucking weird. Seriously. I don't know what I'm doing.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
No, I did that before and it didn't turn out well.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Wow, yes, this room. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his
Nope.
left.
I'm going to go this way and not die.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't 5 years ago.
Right, do not kill yourself, Stanley.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here.
Yeah, mate, we have.
I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you.
No, it was about that woman.
There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
Who, Marianne?
This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your work aside. To let her back into your life.
What the f...
She's been waiting.
That's
her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this. To reach out to her.
Hello? Housekeeping. This game, man.
Oh, Stanley, is that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven. All right.
I can't move.
Okay, there we go. All right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about your day.
Gotcha. Oh, come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife who'd want to commit their life to you? I'm trying to make a point here, Stanley.
You're a dick.
I'm trying to get you to see something. Come inside. Let me show you what's really going on here.
You're an absolute donkey dick. Trick me with this crazy robot lady.
This is a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley.
I already died.
Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence.
No, I pressed W. Or R. Or T. Fucking L.
Look at him there, pushing buttons, doing exactly what he's told to do. Now he's pushing a button. Now he's eating lunch. Now he's going home. Now he's coming back to work. One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life.
My head is going to explode.
But in his mind, in his mind he can go on fantastic adventures. From behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown, fantastic discoveries of new lands. It was wonderful. And each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him.
Okay.
And so he began to fantasize about his own
Hey.
job. First, he imagined that one day while at
Took
work,
the TV away.
he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building
was shagging his
suddenly
wife.
vanished off the face of the earth.
Okay.
The thought excited him
So
terribly.
that was all a hallucination that I created. Spend time with the boys.
So he went further. He imagined that he came to 2 open doors and that he could go through
Yeah, I
either.
remember.
At last, choice.
Hold on.
It barely even mattered what lay behind
This
each
is like
door.
Inception.
The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too
Help.
wonderful to behold.
Let me out of this game.
As he
It's
wandered
not
through
preparing
this
the dinner.
fantasy
It's
world,
making it my
he began to
office.
fill it with many possible paths and
This
destinations.
is lies.
Down one path lay an enormous round room with monitors and mind controls. And down another was a yellow line
Yeah, I
that
remember
weaved
it.
in many directions. And down another was a game with a baby.
Baby.
And he called it the Stanley Parable.
Fuck. Are you calling me a baby?
It was such a wonderful fantasy, and so in his head he relived it again, and then again, and again, over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would never
This is
end,
crazy.
that he might always feel this free.
I don't feel free. I feel
Surely there's an
trapped.
answer down some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time.
Then will you let me out? Press O or 0?
But there is no answer. How could there possibly be? In reality, all he's doing is pushing the same buttons he always has. Nothing has changed. The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets. The more he forgets which life is the real one.
Let me out of this game. Let me out of this office. What is that? What was that noise? Okay. Let's press C to be at work in the morning. Okay, am I at work in the morning? Where is the man gone? Hello? Hello? I'm already questioning nothing. Where are you? Hello? Man? Schizophrenic voice? People in my head? Where'd you go? Pencil sharpener? Is there something I can do here? Hello? So, I guess that's it. I guess this is life now. I live in this weird bedroom office with no wife. Okay guys, this has been a weird game, but I'm gonna leave it there. I hope you guys somehow enjoyed it. I guess it's a cool game. I kind of like the concept of it, although it is really, really weird. I guess there's lots of different things that you can do and like different routes you can go down and things like that. But I did just want to say to you guys actually, while I got you here, thanks so much for your support on the channel recently. It really does mean the world to me in terms of subscribers, and you know, I've seen you guys sharing it with your friends and getting messages from people saying, oh yeah, my friend Lizzie sent me here, or my friend Jenny sent me here and told me about your videos, and that's really cool. And people like in America, people like in Australia, and someone in Canada. That's so cool. That's the best thing in the world for me. You know, as I've always said to you guys, I just want to build a cool community. That's it. That's the only reason I'm doing this. And we've already got a cool community. Yeah, a small community, but it's really cool. We had 150 subscribers today, which is, you know, as I always say, it's not a huge number, it's not a big number in comparison to like big YouTubers. But it's really cool, given we're in like the 6th week or whatever it is. So I guess please keep sharing it. Keep telling your friends. Keep commenting and liking the videos, because as you know with YouTube that helps. It's hard to grow when you're a small channel like me, and from the things that you guys are saying, I think you guys like it. I think you enjoy it, so that's really cool. It means the world to me, and I really love doing this and making the videos and speaking to you guys and messaging you and things like that. So yeah, it'd be great to keep doing that and just grow the community a bit more. Hopefully we'll be at 200 in the next couple of weeks, and end of the month would be cool. But anyway, thanks for watching this video, guys. Have a look at some of the others. I'm trying to do a video a day right now. It's tough with work and stuff, but I'm trying to do that. Check out the Facebook page and all that kind of stuff as well. And I'll see you guys later.
Goodbye.